Hello everybody and Merry Christmas! Christmas is my favorite season of the whole year, so I thought I would do something a little bit different today and film a Christmas tag video. So I looked on the internet and found a bunch of questions to ask, and I thought it'd be really fun if I just answered them today. So let's get started. Okay, my favorite holiday movie. I have to say that I think it's a tie between Elf and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live-action version, the one with Jim Carrey as the Grinch. I think both of those movies are hysterical, and I love all the subtle jokes that are in there, especially with the Grinch. It's so funny. And then Elf is just so ridiculous that it's hilarious, and those are my two favorite holiday movies for sure. I just love them a lot. Let's see. Do I like to stay in my PJs or dress up for Christmas? I think normally we stay in our PJs. We don't really go out and do very much on Christmas. Normally we do all of our kind of activities and festivities and stuff on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day we kind of sleep in a little bit later, except when we were kids we definitely didn't sleep in. But now we sleep in a little bit later, then make breakfast and open presents and just kind of have a really chill day at home. So normally when we do that, we don't really get very dressed up on actual Christmas Day. We usually do that all on Christmas Eve. So I would say stay in PJs is my go-to Christmas outfit. Do you open your presents Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? We have a tradition where we all get to open one present on Christmas Eve. It's kind of like a sneak peek, and then we open all the rest of ours on Christmas morning. So kind of both, I guess. But I really like opening one on Christmas Eve because, I don't know, it's kind of builds the anticipation, I guess, of what else you're gonna get on Christmas. It's really fun. So there's not like a certain kind of gift. I know some families, everybody gets to open a gift and it's like everybody gets matching PJs or something that they wear the next morning. But we don't do anything like that. We just get to pick a random present and then we all just get to open one on Christmas Eve. So I think that's really fun. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? I have built a few, and I think each time it has gone very differently. When I built one with my grandma when I was younger, and it was my brother and I think because she was supervising it, that it went a lot better, because I remember that one being a really good Christmas, gingerbread house. So that one went a lot better. But then later years, I've tried to build one with my friends, and it did not turn out good at all. And I just feel like none of the gingerbread sticks to itself with the icing. I don't know. You have to have really, really good icing for gingerbread house to work, because otherwise it just never holds together. So yeah, I feel like ours just fell apart, and then they just ate the gingerbread. And I just ate other cookies because I don't really like gingerbread. So yeah, I've attempted it, and in all my recent attempts it's been a pretty big fail. And since I don't like gingerbread, it's not something I try to do that often. So next question is, what do you like to do on your Christmas break? I think I really just like to relax on Christmas break. I don't really like to go out and do a whole lot on Christmas break. I like to spend the time indoors just relaxing, and I like to do a lot of baking on Christmas. I think it's just because I really dislike the cold, so I don't really like going out into the cold and going to do things. Ice skating is probably the only exception. I love ice skating, so I really like to do that over break. But other than that, I try to just stay indoors and be all cozy, and I snuggle with my pups and just drink hot chocolate and watch movies and pretty much just wind down from the busyness of the rest of the year, basically. So yeah, my Christmas breaks are usually very chill and relaxing. Let's see, my favorite Christmas treat. I love those peanut butter cookies that have the Hershey's Kiss in them. I don't know exactly what they're called. We just call them the peanut butter kiss cookies, but those are my favorite cookies. They're so good. If you've ever had them, you know what I'm talking about. They taste amazing. Oh my gosh, I would eat 1,000 of those in a day if I could. They're so good. So that's for sure, hands down, my favorite Christmas treat. Ooh, this is a hard one. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Rudolph. How many are there? How many reindeer does Santa have? 8. Oh, I missed Prancer. Did I say Vixen? Apparently I cannot name all of Santa's reindeer. What is my favorite Christmas song? I'd say I have 2 favorite Christmas songs. The first one is Little Drummer Boy, because I just think it's such a sweet song and has such a cute message with it that I don't know, I really, really like it, and I think it brings out kind of the meaning of Christmas in the song. And if you go listen to it, you'll kind of get what I mean. And then you have to go look up Pentatonic's rendition of it, because it is beautiful and they do the song such great justice that you have to go listen to it. Their version specifically of Little Drummer Boy is probably my favorite Christmas song. And tied with that is Carol of the Bells, which I got to see live by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and it was amazing. I would highly, highly, highly recommend, if you like Christmas songs, to go sign up and get tickets and go to their concert, because it's awesome. It's not just a normal Christmas concert. Like, it will not be dull by any means if you think it's gonna be something really slow or no. There's like fire shooting up and they're using all these electrical instruments and doing all this crazy stuff. Like, it is incredible. So I promise you, you will love it. If you love Christmas songs, like, you should definitely go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. But yeah, their version of Carol of the Bells is amazing, and that's probably my second favorite Christmas song. Ooh, I like this next question. What is the best Christmas present you've ever given? I would have to say best Christmas present I've ever given was the tickets that I got my dad for us to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, because he's loved them for a really long time and always wanted to go see them. And so I surprised him with the tickets a little bit early, and then we got to go together, and it was amazing. And then, funnily enough, when we were leaving, I stopped to get a t-shirt, and I was like, oh, Dad, do you want to get one? He was like, no, I'm okay. And I was like, I don't know, like, I feel like he should have one. So I, like, secretly bought him one also without him knowing. And then when we got home, and then later we were talking about it, just the 2 of us, and he was like, you know, kind of wish I would have gotten a t-shirt. But little did he know, I already bought him, like, a t-shirt, and so on Christmas Day, then I got to, like, give that to him also as part of the present. So I think that's the best present I've ever given. Ooh, now what's the best Christmas present I've ever received? This is a tricky one. I feel like I'm gonna forget something. So I'm sorry to anybody who's ever given me a Christmas present, because I'm sure I've had lots of lovely ones. The one that's sticking out to me most right now is actually one I got this year. My boyfriend got me, he didn't get me, he made it. A beautiful box. It's like about this big, and it has doors that open up like this. And my name is like engraved in the box, and when you open up the doors, there are 3 shelves. And they're more like drawers. They're 3 drawers, because you can pull them in and out. And the drawers are exactly shaped to fit each one of the naked palettes. And so not only did I get the box, but he bought me all 3 naked palettes. So that was pretty much every beauty lover's dream to get for Christmas. So since that one's like the most recent on my mind, I would say right now that's the best present I've ever gotten, because it was amazing. I can't believe he made the whole thing, which is just, I'm very lucky. Do you have any holiday traditions? I would say we normally don't have any big traditions, but the past few years we've kind of made our own traditions. So when we lived in Kansas City, there was this house that had a bunch of, basically they decorated their whole house and yard with a ton of Christmas lights and like candy cane lights leading up to their driveway and like arches, and they put lights in the trees, and it was incredible. And then if you tuned to the radio station, all the lights were like set up in sync with different songs. And so they would just play a ton of songs on loop throughout the night, and then all the lights were like playing in sync with the music, and it was awesome. And so we went to that house for 2 years in a row, and then this past year we moved to Arizona, and it turns out there's a whole block in a neighborhood just down the street from us that decided to do the same thing, but instead of it just one house, it's the whole block got together. So it's awesome because instead of the lights like going down the driveway, like you can see the lights like going in sync down the whole street, which is awesome. It's like crazy. So I'd say that's kind of our new family tradition, is like going to the houses that do the light shows in sync with music, because I think it's really fun. When did you learn the truth about Santa? This is a good question. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I remember the moment. I remember we were at school and there was a bunch of like chatter. The buzz around the cafeteria was that Santa Claus wasn't real and that it was the parents. So I went home and I asked my mom, and I was like, Mom, you gotta tell me, like, is Santa real or not? And she was like, Ashley, let's go talk to your father. So we go back there and she's like, my dad's like watching TV and she's like, George, Ashley has a question for us and I think we need to answer it together. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, is Santa real, guys, or are you guys just Santa? And my mom looks all nervous and she's like building up the suspicion. My dad's just like, oh yeah, no, Santa's not real. Any other questions? And it was very anticlimactic at the time. But since my brother was younger than me, he still believed, so I had to keep it a secret for a little bit longer just to keep up that element of surprise with him. So my brother finding out Santa Claus wasn't real was hilarious because he processed it a little bit more slowly than I did. I was just like, yeah, okay, like, alright, makes sense. Whereas my brother was like, I've been lied to this whole time, and was very upset. And then it was even more upsetting because I remember this specifically. He goes, at least I still have the Easter bunny. And my parents had to like break the news to him like one at a time that each of those things weren't real. And he was like, don't tell me you made up the tooth fairy too. And it was like his whole world came crashing down, and it was so sad but so funny at the same time. So I'm sorry, brother, if you're watching this, but it was pretty hilarious at the time. And now he's fine, obviously it didn't scar him too much, but I just remember it was like, I took it really calmly, but when he found out a few years later, it was like meltdown as his whole world crumbled, and it was really sad, but so funny. Joy of the holidays. What is your most memorable holiday moment? I would say my most memorable holiday moment was, I want to say I was 12 at the time. On Christmas Day, we went to a place called Discovery Cove, and basically it's like SeaWorld's close sister, but the park is private, and so they only allow in a certain amount of people, and you have to be there by the morning time to get in. It's not quite the same like in and out like an amusement park, but once you're inside, everything in there is free, and you can just walk up and be like, yeah, give me some chips, or like, yeah, I'll take a drink, and like, it's all inclusive. The water was heated, we got to like pet stingrays while we were in there, and then on Christmas Day we swam with the dolphins. That was awesome. So I would definitely say that that was probably my most memorable Christmas moment. So yeah, well, that is all the questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was really fun answering them and looking back on all of the holidays. If you guys have any funny holiday stories or cool traditions, I would love if you left them below in the comments so I could read them, because I just think it's really fun learning about what other people do for Christmas. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and Merry Christmas everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye!